Good morning. Today we're going to talk about an exciting, what we call a rule of thumb. These rules of thumb were created in the academy in Cebu, the Philippines. But they are universal, and they have been taught from Indonesia to Zimbabwe, Africa. They've been taught in in Czech Republic. They've been taught in Mexico, Peru, the Philippines. They're very basic and important rules of thumb. Today we're going to tell you about Brian Villegas. Brian Villegas was the young man who helped us write one of our most famous and fun rules of thumb. It all happened when Brian was a janitor at the Academy for Creating Enterprise, which is a school for young people in the Philippines. He, as a janitor, he was more than a janitor though, because he was selling candies to the students. And every day during the breaks, he was out selling candy. And one particular day at the end of class, as I was leaving campus, I saw Brian and his cheeks were full of candy themselves. I said, "Brian, what are you eating?" He said, "I'm eating my inventory." And from that experience with Brian became a rule of thumb that I'm going to explain to you right now and why it happened. You see, Brian sold candies to all the students, but the students didn't pay because he sold on credit. And he was very discouraged, and that's why he was eating his inventory. So the next day in the classroom, we got the students together, and Brian came in, and we told the students the situation. We told them about Brian eating his inventory, and the class wrote the rule of thumb called "Don't Eat Your Inventory." As crazy as that sounds, many small businesses in small developing countries start out in the food business because they feel that if they can't sell the food, at least they can eat the food. We don't start businesses to eat our inventory. And so therefore, from this experience with Brian Villegas came the very famous rule of thumb, "Don't eat your inventory." We don't want you to eat your inventory. We don't want you to consume the products that you buy for the business. Thank you very much.